Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the Anime Association, and we're here to bullshit about the spring season. My name is Lou from Lou Talks Anime, the channel where only bullshit comes out. I don't talk about anime. That's false advertising on my part. I'm very sorry about that. But with me today, I have three people that also occasionally put out content. So first up, Dakota from the Dakota Broski TV.
Occasionally being the key word. Hi.
When you're not getting copyright flagged.
Dude, I take that as the biggest compliment ever. But my name is Dakota Broski from Dakota Broski Anime TV, and with me today, on top of Lou, is also Random Sama.
Damn right I'm on top of Lou. Hey guys, I'm Brandon Sama 613 from Anime Opinions, and occasionally doesn't really cover how often I put out my content.
You release on Holden's video schedule.
Okay, no, look. No one can release on Holden's video schedule because he just released a video, so he's outdoing me now.
Yeah, exactly.
My hiatuses aren't long enough to be Holden level. And with me today is Jack from Under the Scope Reviews, who actually releases videos.
It's true. I do.
Yeah, Jack, you make us look bad.
I'm
What the hell
sorry,
is wrong
guys.
with you, man?
It doesn't take very much, Lou.
Nah, the competition's pretty stiff. But yeah, so I'm Jack from Under the Scope Reviews, and I also specialize in the bullshit.
Sweet. All right, guys. So we're here to talk about the spring 2016 season, which everybody seems to be extremely hyped about, and with good reason, because there are a lot of interesting shows that are going to be coming out. And I don't know about you guys, but I've narrowed it down to a few particular shows that I would like to talk about. But I'm not gonna be that guy that just automatically wants to go first. Is there anyone else that would like to volunteer themselves their show that they would like to talk about?
Yeah, actually, I think
I was
we
gonna say
can
I
get the
volunteer as
best-
tribute, but
I will
bad way
gladly
to do
step
it.
in here and volunteer Jack first.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that works.
oh shit!
Thank you.
I'm volunteering Jack to go
Because
first.
All right.
I'm not going to go
well,
first
because
either.
I'll jump on that one. Go for it, Jack.
all right, well, because I'm gonna start off with the clear anime of the season. It's Kumamiko, guys. Like, there's no conversation to be had here. I mean, it's about a talking bear. Like, whatever shows we talk about the rest of the next hour, nothing will live up to Kumamiko.
The
Seriously.
Boy and the Beast, awkward cousin.
I mean, it's a talking bear and a little girl, and it just is so happy.
Instead of the boy and the
I'm
beast,
just looking
it's
at
the
this
girl and the bear.
promotional
I
art.
know. I'm looking at the preview too right now while you're talking.
Like I'm just looking for a picnic basket.
Oh.
I will be disappointed if there is no picnic basket.
Or a
Or
pot
some
of honey.
honey.
Yeah, or a pot of honey, exactly.
No, man. He has to be smarter than the average bear. That's what needs to happen, man.
It's like it's just an actual bear that's just like talking.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
amazing.
This is the first time seeing this preview. I'm actually really enjoying. This is gonna be fun. Who's making this?
KINEMA Citrus.
It's yep.
Yeah,
And they
they
did
made-
Barackmon, so maybe it'll legitimately actually be in that sort of vein.
They also made that terrible, like, edgy lolly show.
Yeah, but nobody needs to know that.
Yu Yu Shiki?
No,
No.
we're talking about Black Bullet.
Black Bullet. Yeah.
No, is it
Well,
Black Bullet?
I mean-
Basically the lolly Pokemon with lollies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I mean, if I recall, KINEMA Citrus is a split off of Production IG, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hold on.
No! They did the Eureka 7 movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
I will not. No, fuck this. I don't even care anymore.
But it's a talking bear.
I will watch it for the talking bear, but after that, anything else Citrus puts out.
No, I
Yeah.
mean I'm telling you, you just can't beat that. So I
You
guess
know
we'll
what
have to.
might actually beat that. My pick, or one of my picks, Sakamoto Desu ga? Like the upward inflection, because it's there for a reason, because there's a question mark, and that's how you handle question marks. And it's just about a guy that's perfect, but that's not why. I don't give a damn about the premise or the summary. It has nothing to do with that. First off, is being done by Studio DEEN, and oddly enough, I'm looking forward to Studio DEEN shows, specifically because of what they were able to pull off with Konosuba. And this is a comedy show, so they succeeded with comedy this past season, and they actually have the director from Gintama and Osamatsu-san and Daily Lives of High School Boys. Like, he's working on this, and he knows how to do funny shit. So
yeah, I honestly
it's
put
gonna be a
money
good
down.
time.
I put money down for this being the funniest show this season. The way I had Baron explain it to me too is that his thought process on this is basically it's basically if you take Seto Kaiba and just put him into a high school and he's just fabulous 100% of the time. Everything he does.
Is he going to be giving the girls his trap card?
I don't look at the way he's holding his erasers. I mean, it could
Or is it
happen.
more of a blue eyes white dragon, so to speak? It's missing an eye. Look, I'm talking about his dick, all right? I'm not very good with analogies.
This preview is just I just love it. Like everything he does is fabulous.
I mean, I think we can all agree that DEEN was definitely like the studio of the season in winter. I mean, just between Konosuba and Rakugo, which none of you guys saw, but you know, those two alone were enough to make it clearly the best from last season. So I mean, they got some shoes to fill, especially considering their horrible reputation.
You know, yeah, I was gonna say they don't have the greatest reputation, but I wouldn't say they were the best studio from last season. But that's because I didn't watch Rakugo.
So who would be better? I mean, Pictures is.
I'd argue Studio 3 Hertz,
What show did they do?
Dimension W.
Nah.
I mean,
Get out of here. Get out of here.
No, I ain't getting out of here. I'm staying right where I am. I'm standing my ground.
Well, even so, that, you know, I'll take my 2/1. Even so, even granting you that. But, nah. Basically, DEEN majorly outperformed their reputation last season. I think we can agree on that, at least.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like
definitely.
expectations wise, they blew us out of the water. We kind of, and it may have been because we swept them under the rug, automatically assuming it was Studio DEEN, and we were just like,
I didn't sweep that shit under the rug. I straight up tossed it in a dustpan and put it in the trash where it belonged.
Granted, they did have 2 horrible shows last season that we swept under the rug completely. So, I mean, they did do 4 shows last season, and 2 of them were complete trash. But
What were the other two?
one of them was Railu, Fairy Lou, and
What the fuck is that? This is the first time I'm hearing about this show.
Exactly.
I did a video on Winter, and I watched an episode of both their other shows just to make sure that they were shit, and they were. It was horrible. Like, yeah, no, you should stay very far away.
Random. I know you have shows that you're interested in.
I do.
About interjecting.
I have multiple shows that I am
that
interested in.
fucking
Lou.
transition.
Yeah, that was great. So the show that I'm gonna lead off with is Joker Game, which is being done by Production IG. It basically looks like, from what I've been told, actually, it's kind of like James Bond, but with a Japanese slant. So, and it looks really interesting, and it's just about spies in World War II. And apparently,
But
they're part of the D
inside the
agency. Okay, they're part of the D agency, so they're just gonna give everybody the D. I'm ready.
Secretly give
Wait,
everybody.
is this the one with like the superpowers?
No.
I don't.
Or am I confusing it with
No,
another show?
no, they're just spies. I don't think they actually have
Oh.
superpowers. But
Oh.
I mean, the director did Robotics Notes, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Pretty sure Kenji Kawai's on the
music,
soundtrack
yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm. And then the series composition guy did Erased, for whatever that's worth. So you know, it might
Which is not a lot for some people.
yeah,
but
apparently.
it's okay in my book.
Yeah.
I have controversial opinions. I am a rogue. I am a renegade. I go against the grain, even though Mal has it scored at about a 9.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's probably a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 9. It's better. Like I wouldn't give it a 1, but I wouldn't give it a 9, or maybe a 7.5.
Yeah, 7 is a good score.
Yeah, something like that.
Welcome to We Reviews Erased on the Anime Association. That's what this episode is.
It was like
That's the thing
it
going
was
on.
better than IT. 7 out of 10.
Speaking of shows that are going to get overhyped, guys, we need to talk about Boku no Hero.
I'm gonna.
Can I? I have something I have to say about this show. I read the first maybe 4 volumes of the manga, and I personally couldn't get into it. I would maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just I've gotten tired and bored of just conventional shonen because I just couldn't get into it.
Well, to be
Which I know
fair,
will have me crucified by a lot of people.
I was going to say, to be fair, every now and then when a season opens up with a shonen or a bio shoujin, it kind of gets overhyped each time, whether it's good or bad. So as long as it's edgy, it's got our attention, and then yeah, you will not see it off of YouTube until the next season, and then everybody forgets about it. So.
I mean, Boku no Hero's already kind of been wandering around YouTube on those chapter reviewers.
There's I will give it one thing though
So.
that I'm really excited about is the fact that it's for looking at the preview and knowing that it's Bones. A lot of the the common saying we hear is that when people see a new show by Bones, they're saying, "Oh, it looks like old school Bones. It's going to be good." This looks like something completely different, and you could still see the Bones in it, but you could also see a lot of different things. And I want to watch it, but if I do watch it, it won't be for the hero, but it will be for the I want to see what they do with it.
See, I wanna say that the biggest draw for me in this is while I didn't enjoy the manga, it definitely read like a manga that would work really well as an anime. And I don't know, I want to see something that reminds me of Soul Eater, and that's what the vibes I get from the previews that I've seen. It kind of just has that vibe to it.
If you want something that reminds you of Soul Eater, my dream is for Bones to pick up that one manga that the same writer's doing about the firefighters.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, if Bones was smart, they would pick that up, but that's just me.
Jack, what are your thoughts on Boku no Hero Academia?
I literally have absolutely no idea what to expect because I haven't read any of the manga. I've completely avoided any reviews or anything on the manga. Basically all I've read is this. I've read the synopsis and that's it. So I'm going in completely blind. In other words. So I'm interested. Yeah.
Like right now, I'm looking up the staff, and I'm trying to see if I'm not really seeing any names that really stand out a lot to me, even though I know that it's people that have done things that I've seen.
I know the soundtrack is Yuki Hayashi, which that's pretty awesome. Death Parade. I know he did that last year. I want to say that the director, I can't remember who it is, but I'm pretty sure it's the same person who did Gundam Build Fighters.
Oh, well now I'm actually interested a little bit.
I also think series compositions.
Yeah, he did Build Fighters, and he
yes.
also did Classroom Crisis, which I have not seen, but I heard some interesting things about.
Yeah, no, with Build Fighters though, I mean that definitely piques my interest. No, and I'm going to be watching it just because I'm sure it'll be the show that everyone's talking about, much like Erased and One Punch Man. Every season seems to have one of those.
Am I the only one here not planning on watching this right now?
What?
Boku no Hero?
Okay, we're still.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm not
Probably.
planning on watching it. I can't outgrow my "it's popular, therefore I don't give a fuck." So we'll see what happens. I may be convinced
But
to watch
you
it
watched
later.
Erased, didn't you?
True, but I was planning on watching that anyway.
That's fair.
Because
Did you watch One Punch Man?
I did. But again, that one I bought into the hype. That one I did buy into the hype. But I also like the premise for that one a little more than this. This doesn't really. The premise doesn't interest me as much because it's kind of like the premise of Broken Blade, which was really well executed. So.
The confusing part about me is Funimation actually has the license for this, I think, and their marketing for it is really confusing, and it really it doesn't really bug me, but I kind of cringe when I see it. Like, normally you cringe at memes made by other anime fans, but I cringe at this advertisement, and it's let's see if I can go on the actual Funimation page to see it.
I
But
mean,
it's
we already know they're pushing for this to be on Toonami. It's not even a question.
And there's but they actually have it, and it's like they have a bunch of pictures of different all the heroes on it, and it goes and it's like as action packed as Dragon Ball Z, and they start naming all these like random shonens, and it's just like, why? What's the comparison here?
Like, you want an honest comparison that isn't like corporate bullshit. This is very much like One Punch Man if it wasn't a parody of its genre. You get me? It's a very serious take with some comedy elements, but mostly like playing it straight, like playing that genre straight. So that's how I look at Boku no Hero. It feels like it comes from the same mindset, but just thought with a more simple thought process.
It'll be a good mindless watch for me.
Do you think it's gonna get compared to One Punch Man then, like throughout the whole season?
Yes, because this is probably the most hyped up show since One Punch Man.
Yeah, and especially since it's in the same vein too.
I will hold my judgment until I decide if I'm going to watch it or not.
Speaking of what you'll be watching, Random, what is a show that you would like to talk about from this anychart.net/spring link, which is a thing that you can look at for these animes? Pay us money, Anychart.
Well, I don't think
Hey, I
anybody...
thought you said we don't like corporate bullshit.
Look, we don't like corporate bullshit that doesn't pay us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't like
We're
corporate
sellouts.
bullshit until I get like some
Until I get 10%, it's cool. So let's go to Random Cells Out here for a minute. Hi Internet, my name is RandomSama613, and I'm about to talk about a show that I backed on Kickstarter. So I have money invested in this, so you can take my opinion with a grain of salt if you so choose. Anyway, now with that disclaimer done, one of the other shows that's actually coming up this season, it's an OVA, it's not an actual show, and I don't know when the hell it's actually releasing. And I backed the Kickstarter, so I should know, and I don't. And that's Under the Dog, which is also being done by KINEMA Citrus. And yeah, I know, I didn't realize it was coming out this season. Shocked the shit out of me too. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's kind of a it's like a near future cyberpunk thing. Like, it sounded really interesting. It's being directed by Masahiro Ando, and he's a good director. A couple that come to mind that he's directed are like Kanan, Canaan, not the N adaptation. And he actually also directed Shiroyuki Hime, which I didn't realize. Which is, yeah, right? I know. It's really weird. And it's being written by the writer for Kanan. Well, for the video game that Kanan is based on. And he wrote 999, which is very, yeah. So I'm kind of hyped for it. It looks like it's going to be interesting. And it's also like a year overdue.
I would like to refrain from what I said earlier to the audience about ignoring everything Citrus puts out after this. After this one, then I'll start ignoring.
Oh, okay, so this is fine,
Well,
but the
the thing
Talking
is
Bear's
that-
not enough?
Look, for this one, Citrus was actually contracted to do
Citrus,
this.
where are the lesbians?
Well, Citrus also didn't try, or the directors didn't also try and, sue everybody from calling their show bad when they tried to get it on Kickstarter. So,
It's true.
who remembers that?
Well, what are you talking about? Anyway,
Wasn't there?
I'm
no,
being
there was a
facetious. I remember.
Oh, damn it. Okay, my bad. I
But-
don't know
We here
prestigious
at the Anime
random
Association love sarcasm.
and
So-
prestigism. Alert! I just learned today.
So yeah, Under the Dog. I'm kind of hyped for it. It looks like it's gonna be interesting. The music actually is a mixture of Eastern and Western artists. So I'm wondering how this is gonna go, because it's basically they sold me a proof of concept for $35, but that's okay.
I was probably going to watch it anyway just because you said that you backed it on Kickstarter.
But yeah,
That
I
alone.
threw my money at it,
Yeah.
which is
So I'll
rare.
watch it for that reason, but it actually sounds pretty interesting.
I mean, the synopsis is that there is a terror attack, And main character is blah, 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 belongs to a special unit, transfer student. She's an assassin and her target is a boy in her class.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing is it's a 24-minute OVA. It's not like it's a
Yeah.
major time commitment.
Yeah, it's like you're going to watch an episode of anime. And
Yeah.
one way or the other, it doesn't matter. You lost 20 minutes of your time. So,
No.
I'm hype.
yeah, I'm hyped for it
You
too.
got me aboard the hype train, Random. Good job.
Sweet. Speaking of trains, who took that anime?
Fucking didn't even
Damn,
know I did
that
that.
fucking
Damn,
segue.
good call.
Who took the
Random.
anime quick before we lose them?
Way to pick that up.
I didn't, but I will. KOUTESUJOU no KABANERI. Attack on Titan with trains.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Looks pretty cool,
There's
guys.
trains. Are there also guns? I think there are guns. Like,
The basic premise
I
of
think
it
there's some
is
shit, man. There's some crazy shit.
there's a lot of shit. There's like it's basically Attack on Titan world with trains, and there are these monsters that are basically titans, but instead of taking out their nape, it's that you have to pierce their body, which you can't. So one guy decides to build a weapon to pierce it, and he pierces them hard. Then he finds
Repeatedly?
out that repeatedly.
Is there
Then he
repeated
finds
penetration?
out- But then he finds out that there are other people making different other weapons. So we have a wide variety of different weapons to be able to kill these mangled beasts. And that's all I needed to hear. And I'm hype.
Well, there are more things for you to hear, Dakota, because apparently you didn't get the full picture.
I didn't.
It's being directed by Tetsuo Araki.
Yep.
Does that name ring a bell?
Ooh,
It's
What?
the literal director of Attack on Titan. Also did
Yes.
Death Note and Guilty
that's why
Pleasure.
I love it, because they're not even hiding the fact that it's basically Attack on Titan with trains. No, they're just
Hold on, there's
It's also,
more.
It's also Wit.
It's being done by Wit,
Yep.
and the music is going to be by Hiroyuki Sawano.
Yep.
It's literally Attack on Titan.
No, like, yeah, that isn't just a joke. That is actually serious.
Like, you know how God Eater tried to be Attack on Titan and failed miserably? Well, this is gonna make a significantly better effort at replicating that success.
Do you think it's going to
Maybe.
actually succeed?
Yeah, because it's edgy. It's gonna make money.
I don't know that it's gonna.
Doesn't mean it's gonna be good.
I don't know that it's gonna beat out Titan in terms of popularity, thoh, because Titan is
No,
still
Pretty
like
damn hard.
ridiculous.
I really just want to have somebody go up to me and I really want to have somebody go, I'm not going to watch that show because this is an Attack on Titan ripoff, and I'm just going to end the conversation there and just walk away. Just silently knowing that one day he's going to look on the internet and go, oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. See, here's the thing with that. Attack on Titan isn't really an original idea. It's just a different interpretation or reimagining of the zombie apocalypse genre. That's
Oh
all
yeah,
it is.
exactly.
But regardless, people will call this show an Attack on Titan clone, like we've joked throughout the past 5 or 6 minutes. And that's okay. Because as long as it's an enjoyable watch, who gives a fuck?
So I'm on the hype train.
Speaking of giving a fuck,
Oh, here's the transition.
my terrible transitions.
Oh, I
make
love
no
'em.
bound. TANAKA-KUN wa ITSUMO KEDARUGE. It's a show that's being done by Silverlink, and I think I'm one of the few people that actually enjoys what Silverlink does. They
Hey,
do a lot of really good shows.
they do. Shout out to
They do Fate-
Fate
Fate
Keyline
Collide-
Liner.
That's one. They also did Nananburi, which has the same director as this show. Nananburi is a really good animated television series about small children that go to a school, which is kind of what this is like. So this is confirmed Nananburi clone, and I'm okay with that. 10 out of 10.
I'm completely okay with that. I mean, Nananburi is definitely one of the best slice of life comedies out there.
I'm watching the preview now, and the short-haired blonde girl that's bitching, she's already been claimed as best character for me. So, anyways, go ahead.
Yes, I don't know. It just looks like it has the potential to be funny. And I guess my only concern with this series is the fact that its runtime it's a full show and not a short. And sometimes these shows tend to overstay their welcomes. So
Shout out to
I don't know.
oh god, the Going Home Club, the Chronicles of Going Home Club.
Don't say that. Callum will stab you.
I'm just saying, it wasn't bad as a long, 24 minute series. It was just, I just felt that it would have done better if it was just short.
I think that was the show. That was like, oh shit, we are fucking up. We need more fan service. They did that in episode 4. It was funny.
Callum is gonna
But
fucking
yeah.
murder us all.
Hey,
Probably.
hey now, I haven't said a word about it. Callum, you don't have to kill me. I can tell you where to find some of them. I'll help you dispose of the bodies, man. Don't kill me, please.
You know, I'm gonna keep these insanely amazing transitions going. And you know, we were talking about Non Non Biyori, and speaking of a show that gives off those Non Non Biyori vibes, I'm excited for Flying Witch because it looks super relaxed and happy, and very much slice of life. And yeah, no, I'm definitely it definitely when I watched the PV, it definitely gave off those same Non Non Biyori sort of you know, just calming vibes.
That's being done by JC Staff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
ha-
probably the biggest
it
concern.
definitely looks like it's being done by JC Staff, too.
But see, I think this is definitely like in their wheelhouse.
Oh, of course.
They definitely do slice of life pretty well.
I heard a unconfirmed rumor this is supposed to actually be short form. So, like, I heard, like, I think it was like
It
a
looks
passing like tweet at some point from somebody saying like, "Hey, yeah, this is actually going to be short form," and I'm like, "What?"
But
Excuse
but
me,
you know
that's
what?
Amazing.
There was another
all
show that
fall.
was supposedly going to be short form, and that got refuted. So I would imagine that that bullshit would get refuted as well.
mean-
But
Yeah. Either way,
Yeah.
it's cool. It looks like it'll be fun. I'm not going to watch it again, but my girlfriend's going to
Yeah,
watch
the
it, so she'll
person,
tell
the
me if it's good
composer
or
who
not.
did Nagi no Asukara is doing the soundtrack.
oh shit,
Oh.
okay, I'm in.
Oh well, the OST is going to be fucking dope.
Yeah, no, guaranteed.
But all right, so I alluded to a show that was rumored to have a shorter runtime. That show is KIZNAIVER.
Oh,
I'm excited for KIZNAIVER.
wait, that's supposed to be that was rumored to be a short, really?
It was
Huh.
for a while.
I didn't
It
know
was,
that.
it was rumored to be short form.
Yeah, another Studio Trigger original.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty,
well, this was announced like last year sometime,
yeah.
and Crunchyroll was like, "Oh yeah, we got that, by the way. Like that's ours now. You can't have it."
Mario Kata's doing the composition, isn't right?
Koi, koi,
I
koi.
think so.
Damn it.
Yes, and Yuki Hayashi's doing the music, so that'll be good.
No, yeah, it's got some pretty good staff.
But heads up, the director has never directed anything. He's like
Yeah.
fresh. He's fresh. So this could be either really, really good, or it could be a fucking train wreck.
I think it'll
I
be
mean,
a
yeah,
breath
you
of
could
fresh
take the
air.
perspective that like, you know, every director has a first, right?
It's true, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be good.
I have my
Yeah, here's the
hopes,
thing.
and
See,
go ahead.
well, yeah. Here's my thing. Normally, people transition into directorial roles, or at least that's my understanding of how things work. Like usually, they'll start off as either animators or on working on the production side of things. This guy has no credits, at least here on any chart or any list. Yeah, so that is a little bit of a red flag, but I don't think they would give him the project if they didn't think he could at least do a competent job.
Yeah,
at it.
and it also means that we had someone with a fresh perspective, which means we could get a really interesting take on an anime in general. So it's worrying, but it's interesting, and I'm okay with that. Yeah,
This show is about blood.
it is. It's about wound sharing, guys. How much more edgy do you need to be?
I just want to have that. Now that's edgy. 2016. Just have that flash across the screen every time we mention an edgy show.
Nah,
Now that's what I call edgy.
Yeah, Now, that's not the only series that MAYOIGA is doing, because they're also doing MAYOIGA, or however the hell you're supposed to pronounce that.
Yeah, the DIOMEDEA show for the season.
Yeah. And I don't know,
Now,
I think this one could be a sleeper. Just because of the staff.
I'm going to watch it too. I'm still wary because DIOMEDEA has failed me at every turn.
Yeah, that's the biggest concern.
Let's see.
But the staff, I mean, besides, you've got Mario Okada doing the series composition, but Tsutomu Mishijima is directing it. The person who did Shirobako and
Oh shit! They did.
and another, also the person also directed another. And judging from this series' premise, it seems to be more in line with that. And then the composer I know also did a few good things. But yeah, no, I mean, it's got a good director and a good writer. So I'm definitely interested. I just hope that it doesn't turn out to be another. That was horrible.
You're the one that banned the train pun.
Look, I didn't even like that sentence happened, and then I realized I was saying it. Like I did not consciously make the decision to make that pun. I apologize. That was horrible.
My God.
So wait.
I'm looking at all of Diomedea's shows.
No,
and
me
none
too,
of
me
them
too.
are above 75%.
I know, but hey, Squid Girl, come on, Squid Girl.
Yeah, and Problem Children Are Coming from Another World aren't they?
Yeah,
Which is fantastic.
That was the
but...
only two highlights I've seen actually out of all of this.
I mean, Kankoli was good.
They did Nogizaka Haruka no Himitsu, which is a fucking terrible show, but I fucking love it. So
that is the most otaku wish fulfillment pandering show I've ever seen.
It really fucking is, and I enjoyed every second of it. No, actually, let me rephrase that. My inner beginning weeb, when I was brought back into anime, enjoyed it. So it was the first show after Eureka 7 and Vandred that I watched when I got back into anime. And
it was one of the earlier shows I watched too, and I also enjoyed it, but it is absolutely nothing but otaku pander.
It really is. Oh, what else did they do? Nothing.
Nothing great. But I agree, this show does look like it could be really good. The premise sounds interesting. It's a mystery, which is not a genre they've actually delved into before.
That's why I'm concerned about the whole it being like another, because I didn't like another at all.
Studio Dean took a turn.
That's true.
Maybe DIOMEDEA can.
Hey man, I'll take it. I am
year
all for.
And I mean, I know there are plenty of people out there who are probably excited by the fact that it could be like another, but that's not me. I did not care for that.
This is the year of the comebacks.
So speaking of taking a turn, by the way,
Yeah, okay. Keeping these segues rolling.
Okay, look, I don't have a good segue for this. I'm going to talk about Kuruma Kuro. I had something about taking a turn and it not being PA Works' usual share, but fair.
There you go. No, that works.
So yeah, it's here's what we know about Kuruma Kuro. It's a mecha, done by PA Works. It looks like it's set in a high school. That's it.
Here is my prediction for Kuruma Kuro in 3 words. Glass lip with robots.
God, please no.
I'm out.
Wait, hold on. Are the robots shaped like chickens?
Oh,
because I might watch it if that's the case.
I think I saw like a promotional image of it, and they seem to be like normal anime robots. Whatever that's supposed to be.
Right.
I'm less interested because they are not robot cops.
Here, let me bring you back a little bit. It's being directed by the guy who directed Darker Than Black. Tensai Okamura is directing, so this could be really good.
Assuming that there's an action focus, because there could be like, oh yeah, there are robots.
I really hope it's not.
Don't really do much.
I really hope it's not a school focus. I really, really hope that's not the focus. Oh, and the series comp is done by the person who did Another. Great.
Fantastic.
So this could be, yeah, but I mean, even the PV shows us nothing. The key visual shows us nothing.
The PV is what makes me think it's like going to be like Glass Lip, because the PV is an absolute pile of nothing, absolutely nothing. Like seriously, people go on. It's a 2-minute PV. The first minute is just like, yay, PA works, we're 15 years old, all that stuff. And then the next minute is just
Nothing.
like just the characters. All it does, it just shows the characters, not doing anything, just shows them.
Well, I think the PV I watched had like 20 seconds of footage at the end of it. 20 or 30 seconds. So there's actual like some footage out there, but like it doesn't show anything. It shows like the character designs a bit. So yeah, I have no idea what to expect for this. We'll see.
Yeah, no, and considering PA Works is like most recent history,
they are super hit.
Sort of taken a dive since Shirobako.
Mm-hmm. They are super hit and miss. So.
Oh yeah. No, it'll be very interesting. I'll definitely be watching, but the question is, there's no telling how long. Like this could be something I drop very early, depending on how it goes.
Oh no!
Basically, I feel like we're gonna know pretty soon what we're getting.
I mean, speaking of shows that could be dropping very early, wow, didn't expect that one. I actually wasn't going to bring this one up, but ENDRIDE looks like it might not be awful. I mean, it's being done by Brainspace.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean,
a lot of that talent that Brainspace had is just not there anymore.
Oh, I know.
You're waving a pretty big stick there. Be careful where you swing that, man.
Well, it's true, man. They all went to Studio Shuka. Or a lot of them did. Okay, let's see. What did the director do?
I like the opening.
The director did Kitty Grade.
I like how a sword just comes out of his chest. A lot of these previews I'm just watching right now for the first time as we talk about them.
Hey, he did key animation for Penguin Drum. Yeah,
the series composition's done by the person who did Lucky Star.
Okay.
And Amnesia.
Oh no. Fuck. Oh.
It's not going to be good, guys.
There's a PV.
It's going to be a bad time.
I haven't watched the PV yet.
You haven't seen the PV either.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about any more Studio DEEN shows, Random? Maybe Super Lovers?
Broski, my yaoi watching days are behind me. so to speak.
Oh God! I just love how it's like
I see what you did there.
You were just last year was just like not last year, last season. It was just like you were so hesitant about Studio DEEN, but then Konosuba came in and gave it a redemption.
And now they're just like, hey, do you want some man on small boy action? Because we can accommodate that. If you,
it just looks like. Like I made this reference before recording. It's just like the little boy's you, and then right behind him is just Studio DEEN in total control over everything.
Oh my God, that's too perfect.
It's kind of true and very disturbing.
I'm actually scarred now. Like the guy on this poster is like staring into my soul.
# triggered.
And Random is like, I don't know where this will take me, but.
Nowhere good.
I don't have a choice. It's nowhere good.
Nowhere good. That's all I know.
Oh, man.
The next show I want to bring up, I know where it will take me. It will take me to a good place. USHIO and TORA too.
Yeah.
I fucking love the first season.
So
it was
good.
Like pure, absolute hype. And while it did get repetitive in places, and it did start to waver towards the end, I'm very confident that it is going to finish strong because it's an adaptation of an already completed work, which isn't something that happens very often.
It's very true.
So,
although
I think that's going to add a lot.
I do agree on
the
wavering at the end of season 1 because it felt
I can't do it.
It felt like a lot of the crap at the end of season 1 was like side stories, like they were just trying to fill up all 26 episodes.
Yep.
All these fucking bugs creep me the fuck out. I'm sorry. This makes me CG bugs are making me squirm.
What, the Terraform Mars? Is that what you're looking at? Because that's also on the list, and I have no interest in watching that.
Oh, no, I like the transition, by the way. Yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has any interest in watching Terraform Mars.
I just wish that it was as censored as before.
I never bothered watching the uncensored version.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is there an uncensored version of Pupa?
The show was bad, so why would I want to watch it again?
Or more of it, for that matter.
Right. We're throwing down the gauntlet here, guys.
Like, has anybody ever looked at a show and just goes, "Oh man, another season? Man, the first season was terrible. I should probably plow through that so I can check out the second one."
Yeah, there are people that do that, and those are the people that watch JOJO'S, which there's going to be more JOJO'S. That was a good segue, because a lot of people don't like the first part of JOJO'S, but they like the rest of it.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you a gold star for that one.
Yeah, I kick ass.
There's, I think you've made the best transitions this fucking episode.
Wait a second. I'm reading the synopsis for this. Quote, Part 4 focuses on Josuke Higashikata, the illegitimate son of Joseph Joestar, with Jotaro Kujo and Joseph Joestar along in a supporting role.
All right. The grammar on that is kind of sketchy.
It is. I'm just like,
But whatever.
Diamond is Unbreakable is kind of sketchy, but...
My experience with JoJo's is I saw the first 2 parts in their entirety, and I fucking loved them. I marathoned them. And it was a good time. I saw the first 7 episodes of part 3, and I thought it was really good, but I couldn't watch it week to week. I couldn't stand it, and I set it aside to marathon at a later date. And the time is upon me, so I should probably get to doing that before this new show starts, which is really soon to this recording. Holy shit, the new season is like next week.
I know.
I know, it was just like yesterday. We were all just talking to each other about winter.
It's weird, man. This season went by quick. But then again, there's also basically nothing to watch in winter. Like,
Yeah, you had a small handful, and then that's it, yeah.
I had 6 I was watching.
I ended up finishing 5.
That's
Well, not yet, but, you know.
yeah. I mean, that's the lowest number of anime that I've watched in a season since I started doing seasonals. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm down to 2. That's not a good season.
Objection! It's a great season, and that's how I'll be starting off my new spring season with Ace Attorney.
You know, that was actually a really good one. That was a
I
good
know, I
segue.
gotta hold up somehow. I'll take a second place. I'll take a silver sticker.
We're gonna have to,
But
we're gonna
yeah.
have to the comments determine who had the best segue. That's what this podcast has turned into.
Like, subscribe, and
wars.
comment below if with who had the best segue.
No. Yeah, but Ace Attorney is going to be, A1 Pictures, more Ace Attorney. I'll be watching it. I like the games.
I'm always wary of video game adaptations because there hasn't really been a good one. Let's be honest.
Always wary.
There really hasn't been a good one. Let's just be blunt.
Okay,
Yeah,
but aren't they
that's true.
usually like pretty like generic action video game adaptations?
But
Usually-
generic video games, or not, it's not generic, but...
I object to that. The Pokemon Origin
Okay,
is
that's-
fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
The thing is
that was
that
Pokemon. You couldn't
it's
fuck
not
that up.
exactly an adaptation because it's more of a reimagining of the original franchise. So it's a little different.
No, man, it's an adaptation of the games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there was already a.
Whereas the original franchise was completely separate.
Oh, I also.
And the anime came after the games.
Mhm. Oh, I know.
So.
But, you know, that's an exception as opposed to the rule.
So I kind of wanted to ask a question because it relates. It doesn't really relate to the spring, but it relates to news that was brought up around here that I figured at the time of this recording would be a really great time to talk about for a second. Fully Coolly Season 2 and 3. Go.
No.
Why? Okay, those are our thoughts.
Or you got our hot takes.
Apparently, they're gonna bring the pillows back in for the soundtrack. So that's
Going
all.
down with the ship.
That's all I want.
I mean, there'll be something good
I
about it.
don't know how has their music been like in the past 5 years?
I've liked it.
Like I'm giving them a 5-year window of producing quality music.
When was their last album? Actually, hold on, let me look this up. I actually really enjoyed the pillows.
Yeah, I enjoyed their music from when Fully Coolly came out, and the music before that. I don't know what they're doing now. Maybe they're putting out shit. I don't want my memories of Fully Coolly to be tainted by this unholy creature that's emerging on Toonami.
To be
Probably
fair,
after
Lou,
midnight.
we did have a 2006 Asian Kung Fu Generation song this season as an opening. So
Yeah, that's the
but
beauty.
the
That's the
song
beauty
was
of it.
from
That's the beauty of it.
2006.
That's the beauty of it, though.
Like, let's say if they were pulling pillow songs from
Yes,
from albums that haven't been featured on the show.
exactly.
That would be different.
That's what I want them to do. Really, they can grab albums from I think Penalty Life and Good Dreams was the one after Fully Cooley was made, and that by itself has enough material to use into the album. They don't need to make new music. They just need to go back and just use stuff they already have that just wasn't in the show. I have
Basically,
a lot
the
of
problem is there's just no right way to do this.
no, there isn't. There just isn't. I'm sorry. Fully Cooley is a perfectly closed loop of 6 episodes. There's no reason to add another 12.
define perfectly.
Right. So basically, I'm just going to go in and however it goes, I'm going to absolutely make sure that it does not taint my view of the original.
because
Okay, let me rephrase that slightly. It's not that it's a closed loop. It's that the story they wanted to tell with Fully Cooley was told, and they were done.
Right.
There was no reason to go back.
Exactly. And part of its like charm at the end was how many questions it left unanswered and the promise of its ending. So coming in and literally answering all these questions for us with the 2nd and 3rd season.
I don't know. I think after 10 years, after 10 years plus of not having any Fully Cooley, for me, I think that was just the fact that I accepted and liked the fact that there are so many unanswered questions, which is something that I kind of came up with myself for kind of coping with there's no more. So
Exactly. No, and I mean the other thing is it going to be affected? Is it going to become some sort of bastardized, modern day show with school life and fan service, moe, all that shit in it?
I don't
with just
think
Fully Cooley slapped onto it.
with it being a Toonami show, I don't have as much of a fear of that. Because that doesn't appeal to a generalized Western audience.
No,
and
yeah,
that's
true.
and Fully Cooley actually does. It has a decent amount of mainstream Western acclaim, and
Also, Production IG doesn't necessarily
do that either.
Buy into all
that.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we'll see. I don't have high hopes for it, but you never know. I'm willing to be surprised.
You know what I do have high hopes for? Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna
Yeah.
be sick.
It might be the show I'm most hyped for, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, I think relative to the other Bone shows that are coming out, this is probably the one that I'm most excited for. Like, the last time I remember Bones doing 3 shows in one season, I think it was Space Dandy, Captain Earth, and Origami. And this, of the 3 shows that are airing this season, feels like the Noragami of that season, which is the show that I enjoyed the most of the 3.
Does that make Does that make Concrete Revolution's second season the Space Dandy?
No, that's Captain Earth.
Okay, Captain
Earth.
Earth. Okay. Well, okay. I'm not going to try and defend Concrete Revolution because I can't. But Anyway.
I mean, the staff that Concrete Revolution has going for it is off the charts. I mean, they got the director of Full Metal Alchemist. They got Gen Orobuchi writing it, and as well as they've also got person who wrote Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill, and the composer who did Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, yeah, no, it's got
it's got
Is it too
serious
much?
chops. Well, the
Is
thing
it
is,
too much?
the first season is difficult to watch. I'll put it that
I
way.
haven't finished it. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I've heard, I've also heard some not as great things about it. I've heard mixed.
It goes really good places. I think that the way it gets to where it's going is a little too windy, because I'm going to spoil this a little bit, just a little bit, not like major plot spoilers, just kind of composition wise. It skips around in time between,
Yeah,
I guess it would be quote unquote modern day, and then I guess the modern day of the series, and they go forward and backwards in time to kind of give you perspective on what's going on and build the story more. And they jump around almost too much.
See, here's my issue with it and why I dropped it. I had trouble telling specifically when the changes in time occurred because the characters would all look the same.
Yeah, they don't really
The visuals look
change a lot.
exactly the same. Like, referencing Erased again, there were certain little visual cues to indicate when we were in the past and when we were in present day.
Yeah, letterboxing.
And the fact that they
Exactly.
were all kids.
Well, I mean,
That too.
besides the all kids, the letterboxing, I think,
One was winter, one was summer.
well, yeah, seasons. I think that they made the characters that were already adults in the past look different from their future selves.
I mean, you know, they,
Except
like
the mom.
they didn't.
The mom looks
They didn't necessarily. Basically, what you're
exactly.
saying is, I mean, they didn't necessarily have to do anything as blatantly obvious as erase, but I mean, they could have at least done
Something.
something subtle instead of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they changed what's her face's outfit, I believe. Main character. I can't remember her name. I don't remember names. So, you know, let me see here.
That's cool. Nobody remembers names.
Kiko. They changed Kiko's outfit depending upon whether it's the future, quote unquote, or the present. But that's really subtle, and it's not something that you're necessarily going to notice because her outfit changes during the present anyway. So it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'll have to finish the first season and see what I think.
It lends itself
um,
to marathoning.
Yeah, I mean, it's like like I said, it's definitely got a loaded staff,
Mm-hmm.
but some that doesn't necessarily always work out.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? But back to Bungo, since we've been derailed.
Yes.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, it looks.
I mean, it's detectives with ghosts. What more do you want? And we haven't really seen that much. I mean, it's been kind of hit or miss. A lot of detective series that tackle the supernatural, but what has been good has been good. And I think Stray Dogs is going to be on top of the genre for detectives with supernaturals.
No, I mean, yeah, it looks good. It's got all the names behind it. You know, Bones is doing it. Pretty much, no, I'm totally hyped for it. But
Wow.
you know, guys, there's one show that we've been avoiding. Speaking of sequels,
Is it Duel Masters?
no.
Is it
talking
Beyblade?
about- No, God. Quit ruining my segue. This is sabotage on my entry, guys. Okay. Fucking Asterisk War.
I was gonna say, is it
Vote
pre-para? It's gotta be pre-para. Okay,
No.
Asterisk War, yeah.
Asterisk War. Is anybody actually gonna watch it?
I didn't watch the first season.
I finished the
Yeah,
season.
man, I'm good. No, thank you.
I think I'm going to
I'm
watch
not gonna
the
watch
whole
a second
entire
of it.
first season that I didn't like, just so I can watch the second season.
I don't want to. I have watched all the first season, and I don't want to watch a single second of it.
Random, am I doing that? Am I doing that word correctly?
Facetious.
Yeah, am I doing that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm sorry. Anyways, I think we're
don't worry
coming up
about
on time, actually.
We are, and you know what? I think we basically talked about all the shows we plan on talking about, and even some that were just completely unexpected.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
and
there are
there's
going to be a
gonna
few.
Macross Delta.
Yeah,
so
Macross
it's gonna
has
be cool.
another series. Gundam has another series.
Oh, and guys, don't
Uh,
forget about Bakuan. It's about Moe girls who ride motorcycles.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a show about a DJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
DEEN.
Oh, Big Order looks like it could be okay. And Uchu Patrol Luluco is the other Trigger animated season, I believe. Hold on.
Yep, and it's short form, and it's
It looks like it'll be. It looks like it's kind of in the style of like Panty and Stocking meets Kill la Kill for animation.
and there's a reason for that too.
Well, I know they did both. But... well, sorry,
Has
Gainax did both.
Can anyone explain to me what the Sosei no Omnioji? Or Omnioji?
It's a Period show.
It's a what?
It's a Studio Period show.
Is it going to be good?
I don't know.
Probably not.
They did fucking Tokyo Ghoul.
Uh-huh.
They do a lot of shows.
Oh, so they're responsible
Well, I mean,
for that.
the first season of Tokyo Ghoul was fine.
Oh, yeah, what do you
And
mean?
then-
There is no second season.
Well, there has to be a second season for the first episode of the second season. Because that finishes the story arc. Yeah, then... Yeah.
No, but the thing I wanted to say about LULUCO is that it's being done by Hiroyuki Imaishi. So there's a reason that it gives off a Kill la Kill vibe.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I mean,
That makes
so
a lot of sense.
yeah. No, I mean,
Holy shit.
so it, you know, it has a big name behind it, but then again, it's all. I mean, it's just a short form, so it'll be.
Yeah, but short form can be good, as is evident by Tonari no Saki-kun, which is one of the greatest of the animes of all time.
I mean,
Animes is the new plural of
I
anime.
mean, it was good. It was really good.
Nah, short form definitely has potential. Usually, I don't. Is this supposed to be a comedy? I'm not actually sure.
It's
Almost
just
pretty much
tagged
the
as
only
space.
short forms I've ever liked are comedies.
It's just tagged as space. Let me watch the PV real fast, and we'll find out. Oh, it's a 15-second PV.
Are you talking about Space Patrol?
Yeah.
Actually, I've seen the PV. No, I've seen the PV, and you can't actually discern anything from it.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. Other than, I mean, it doesn't look awful.
I
The
mean, I
animation
don't think
looks
it
like
could be
garbage.
anything but comedy, but yeah, let's go for it.
I mean, it's got Imeishi doing it, so I'm gonna watch it.
Mm.
Only because Gurren Lagann and Bully Cooley and
Okay,
all the
yeah.
other great shows we've already mentioned.
Yeah, let's see here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie comes out this spring. Fuck yes.
Garo
Dark Side
movie
of
also.
Dimensions. Yeah.
The Garo movie
Detective
looks
Conan.
hype as shit too. So yeah, that's gonna be good.
So
Guys, there's a show short about small animals, and it's being done by a studio called Aiken, like the show with the big tittied lollies.
Is it the
It's the same name.
Bono?
Yeah, yeah. It's just the fact that the studio has the same name, as a show about large-breasted women. It amuses me.
And it's about, it says, a new adaptation of the adventures of three forest friends, a raccoon, a squirrel, and a sea otter.
Sounds
Well,
like
this is
titties
clearly
to
going to
me.
be in competition with Kumamiko for anime of the season.
Well, of course. I mean, it has an otter.
This one has 3 talking animals, so
I mean,
Well,
that's just
I think we've established what we're all going to be watching this spring, and maybe some mores. Let us know in the comment section what you're most excited for, and what you really don't know what you're most excited for, what you probably think is going to suck. Also, go ahead and tell us who won the transition war.
please.
Hashtag vote broski.
Oh, Willie, you're gonna pull out a
I want to
hashtag.
lose that one.
Hashtag.
I want to lose. Do not vote for me, you contrarian bastards.
I'm more
Hashtag
interested in
vote
who you
you
think
all.
had the worst transition.
Give me money.
Hashtag vote Lou.
Hashtag make anime great again.
Yeah.
Hashtag don't lose your way.
So thank you for watching the Anime Association. It was a good time, guys. My name is Lou from Lou Talks Anime, and with me today I had Dakota from Dakota Broski TV.
Hashtag Moe girls on motorcycles.
Also, Random Sama 613 from Anime Opinions.
I don't have a pithy hashtag, so just watch more anime, guys.
God damn it.
And Jack from Under the Scope Reviews.
Spring is fucking hype.
Spring is lit. 10 out of 10.
How about that Super Lovers though?
It was a
Seriously.
good time, guys. See you next time.
Please, can we not? Just for my own benefit, can we not? Okay.
Have you seen the preview for Super Lovers?
oh God, please no.
I'm just gonna no, I'm photoshopping your face on this.
Bye, guys. Fuck you, broski.